तब कथामृतम तप्त जीवनम कविभिरीडितम कल्मषापहम श्रवणमंगलम श्रीमदाततम भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः. In our last class, we were reading in the Kathamrita, and Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he was explaining the vastness of Brahman. The word the Brahman or the Atman, the Paramatman that we say, but we don't have any conception, we don't have any idea, we only utter the word. The moment a person can even intellectually able to understand the vastness of it, what will happen to him? That he says he will be totally quiet. He won't be able to speak, won't be able to express because of his direct perception, direct knowledge. It is so vast, so magnitude. But can he, anyone, understand the totality of it? No. No one. Sri Ramakrishna is telling, and Sri Ramakrishna is telling that the Shukadeva, the greatest sage, even he stood on the shore of the ocean of Brahman. If we can imagine that the Brahman is a sea, ocean, then Shuka only stood by the shore of that sea and then saw, touched, that's all. Saw a portion of it. You can imagine that one cannot see the whole thing, whole ocean, impossible. So vast, so deep. And in different places, different type of things are there. So obviously, what he meant, it is only he saw and touched the water. Even then, the Shuka became so great. So now you have to imagine, we have to imagine how vast, how big is this. When some people in the name of religion, they will be saying that God is this, that Sri Ramakrishna said, for you it is okay. But don't say he is only up to that, he is only that much. Don't say. In his own word, Motuar Buddhi. Motua means the small mind, and he thinks that is the same thing Swami Vivekananda standing over here in this august huge assembly of the Parliament of Religion. He said the story, a frog in the well, because of that. Each and every one, those who were reading the paper, the spiritual people, and all of them, they were demanding, ours is the best. Then indirectly Vivekananda said, the frog in the well, yes, it is also water, but don't compare with the ocean. The well water is also water, but it has a limit. Don't compare with it. As a frog came from the ocean and he fell in that well, and then they were conversing, the frog in the well, who was born and grew up over there and has seen nothing, then he was telling, where from you are? Or from the ocean. Is it? Then he gave a lip and said, is it so big, your ocean? Then this fellow said, come with me. No, I won't go. I don't believe you. There cannot be anything bigger than my well. And that is called Motuar Buddhi. Your thought is only up to that. So then we quoted from the Mahanirvan Tantra. It's not only Sri Ramakrishna. The Mahanirvan Tantra, Yato Vishwam Samudbhutam, from where the whole universe has been created. Think of it. The thing which can create the whole universe, not the world, universe. Can you imagine it? Yena yatancha tishtati. After that, after the creation, is staying over there, living on it. Whole universe is living on that. It's such a big. Yasmin sarvani liyante. In that all merges. Giyam tad Brahman lakshanaihi. That is Brahman. They are not telling like that. It is only lakshana. That may be that Brahman. So this is the vastness of, as we call, Brahman. Even the Shiva Samhita, it also said, Parichedo yato nasti. It has no cover. It has no break. Parichedo yato nasti desha kala sarupatah atmana sarvata tasman atma purnena bhavit kila. And that is why Ma Kali is not having any coverage. No, nothing is there. How can she? Because she is the creator. Ma Kali, that image that we see, is the image of Brahman. Just to give an idea. Sometime to teach the children, we will be giving a shape so that they can at least understand this. So that way, when you say this is a river, the small river will be there, then the boats are flying, fishes are there, child can understand, oh, this is the river. But is this the river? The similar way, Mahakali, she is also like that. Nothing can cover her. She is so vast, so big. Bigger than her is nothing. That is the reason that without any clothes, Ma Kali. Black, because we do not understand. Sri Ramakrishna is explaining. We cannot fathom, we cannot understand, we cannot gaze, we do not know clearly. That is why she is black. Black is the symbol of ignorance. And constantly she is leaving Atmana. Because she is standing on Shiva. Shiva is the symbol of Chaitanya, consciousness, constantly on consciousness. And she is creating, so it is red. That we see the color of red is the color of creation. So that way, and then in the again we find in the Kathopanishad, it says, Naiva Vachana Manasa Praptum Shakyo Nachakshusha. Vacha, the words, it cannot express. Now, Manasa, even the mind cannot think of it, grasp of it. And the eye cannot see it. Astiti Brubhato, only it is there. We can feel that much. You can feel that it is there, that much. So, in every scripture, we find the same thing is going on telling about that. In reply to one devotee's question, suppose a man obtained the knowledge of Brahman in Samadhi, does he speak any more? Someone who has realized the Brahman, have they said anything about it? The devotee wanted to know. And Sri Ramakrishna's reply, one after another, he is quoting. Shankaracharya is a person who realized the Brahman, retained his ego of knowledge. Ego of knowledge means wanted to tell people, I have to tell people. That way Shankaracharya was thinking, so he was leaving. Why he was leaving? Just because of that. I have to tell people about God so that they can also become good. When we go to some place where you find the people can develop agriculture, horticulture, they can help themselves in so many different ways, what do you think? Many of the people, they go out to help people. Why? Because they feel for them. When you see that the children, they are simply playing and wasting time, we feel like going to them and tell, now go study, don't waste your time. If you don't study, you won't be able to happy. You won't get the respect in the society. You have to study, you have to become somebody in the society. Why? Because we feel for them. Shankaracharya, Ramanuja, Madhva, Sri Ramakrishna, Chaitanya, Christ, all they came out and traveled and went to the people. What for? They felt for them. Otherwise, why? They never wanted anything back from them. Nothing. That is the reason. This is a wonderful love, a compassion. What we feel for this type of people, some people they get joy giving, torturing people, seeing their plight. They get joys. There are so many stories will be there in the newspaper. Some people will be there constantly helping. They will be going out, helping them. It's not necessary, but still they will go. So this is the temperament, the mentality. Those who are helping, we always consider them good people in our society. And those who love those whom they don't know, they are gods, godly people. So that's why Sri Ramakrishna is telling Shankaracharya, retain the ego. Yes, I have to do, I must go, I must help, I must tell. There's the ego of knowledge. That's why he was surviving. Otherwise, he would have passed away long back. The moment they get the knowledge, realize that Brahman, understand that he is nothing but this Brahman, they passes away. Then he is giving the example. The bee buzzes as long as it is not sitting on a flower. When the people, they try to get the knowledge, realize, they go on seeking knowledge. As a bee is going on hovering on the flowers and trying to get, then afterwards, when he is sitting on a flower, sucking the honey, it is quiet. But afterwards, sometimes it will be creating some knowledge just out of its joy. Empty pitcher makes gurgling sound when it is dipped in water. When it is filled up, it becomes silent. Similarly, it is people like that. The moment they realize God, they become silent. They cannot express, and they don't like to break the joy. But he comes to the practical level and says, but in the Kali Yuga, man being totally dependent on food for life cannot altogether shake off the idea that he is the body. The whole purpose of religion is to forget the body consciousness. I am a body, I am this, I am that. That consciousness have to forget. That's only. When you meditate, what do you do? Try to forget the body consciousness. Those of you who have taken the initiation from our gurus, you must have been instructed that you have to see your Ishta, try to visualize your Ishta within your heart first. Second, how the Ishta is sitting? Facing that side in the direction you are facing. How does it mean? The Ishta sitting inside me, is inside my heart, and facing to that side where I am facing. Then how I will see Ishta? If the Ishta is just opposite to me, it is so easy for me to see. When he is sitting within me, then I have to come out of my body and then can see that the Ishta is sitting within my heart. And that is called meditation. What is meditation? You have to imagine that you are nothing but the God yourself. When they sit for puja, what do? They try to imagine every part of his body is transforming, becoming holy. Then only they can do the puja, otherwise not. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, only by doing puja, he was showing it. He was Bhagavan from his birth, before birth and after also. But he was showing that through puja, one can realize God. And how he was feeling? That whole body is transforming. So that is the way. Now, as because we are so much connected with the body, body consciousness is so much, we cannot forget it. All around us, the people are also trying as best as they can to make us always feel that we are nothing but body. Those who are producing anything, immediately they will give the advertisement, body, body, body. You like to do this, you like to do this, you like to do this. The body comes. In previously it was not so much. In Kali Yuga it is so much. Then what will happen? Those who go for vacation here, there, where do they go? What do they do? If we simply think, it is funny. Only they will go to some place. What they will do? They will go and sit, and they will eat, and they will go and sleep, and then after the vacation you will go, oh, we had enjoyed our vacation. What you have done? Same thing that they were doing in the houses. So what? So this is the thing, we cannot go out of our body. Wherever we go, we only do like this. In the Kali Yuga, man being totally dependent on food for life cannot altogether shake off the idea that he is the body. In this state of mind, it is not proper for him to say, I am he. One should not say. So Jnana Yoga means what? Jnani means knowledge. What is that knowledge? I am nothing but God. But who can say that? Who has forgotten? Who has transcended his body consciousness? Then only he can say that, otherwise not. Jesus, in one place he is telling, come and give all your burden to me, and you enjoy. Who is this Jesus? How come that he says that come and give your burden? Because that very moment when Jesus is telling, he is not the person that we see, he is the God himself. Then only he can say, otherwise not. When the Sri Krishna is telling, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja. You need not to do anything, only remember me, that will do. One person came to Sri Ramakrishna and he was telling, sir, what will happen to me? I am an ordinary person with so many members are there in my family to look after. I have no time to sit for meditation, to do japa, to go to temple and the puja, because I am working so hard to earn little money so that I can feed so many people. Then Sri Ramakrishna said, yes, but suppose early morning you get up and do little japa. Early morning, what do you say? The moment I get up, I ran for bathing and then I go out. I have no time. Okay, suppose before going to bed, I am so tired. I cannot think of. The moment I return, I feel like going to bed and I just sleep like a log. I cannot. Do you take the name of God at that moment? Then Sri Ramakrishna says, yes, but suppose you are working, moving, at that time, can you remember me? Oh yes, I can remember you. Because I have seen you, I know you, I am having the conversation with you, I can always remember you. There is no problem. Then remember me and you will be saved. Who can say like that? Of course, many people may simply say, but they know he is not going to be saved and I am not also going to be. So that is not the way. But originally, the people who are really spiritual, Sri Ramakrishna is telling, can you remember me? Then you are saved. That means he is God. The moment you remember him, all other things, why they are all the time insisting that you have to remember God? Because there are two things. One, which is consciousness. Another, unconscious or inert. If you think about those things inert, then naturally you will be like that. But if you think about the consciousness, you will be consciousness. That's why, what is mantra? What is diksha? What is initiation? What do they say? They give only a name of God. What is that God? Consciousness. It's not an ordinary name. It's not an ordinary sound. Consciousness. The moment with faith you are thinking that name is completely changing me, you are changed. And if you are not, then it is not. So this is the way Sri Ramakrishna is telling. So we have to realize God in this modern age through what he is telling. A man cannot live on the roof a long time. On the roof of a house, he cannot sit over there for a long time. He has to come down. He has to go to different rooms. Maybe he have to go to the kitchen, to bedroom, like that, living room. So that way, you have to come down. Then he is telling, when you are singing, you cannot be on the top the tune constantly. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni. Ni is the highest. You cannot be there for all the time. You have to come down. Similarly, for the knowledge, the path of knowledge leads to truth. That's correct. That way, the knowledge, what is that knowledge? I am not the body. I don't want all these things. Neti, neti, not this, not this. That's the path of knowledge. I know whatever I see is nothing but changing, and whatever is changing is going to be destroyed someday. So I don't want all this. Tabaiva vaha tabanitva gite. When the small young boy, he went to the Yama and he wanted to know about the Atman, Brahman, the 8 years old boy. Yama said, why do you think about that, Brahman? Even the gods cannot understand that. It's very difficult. Rather, I will give you so many things. You see, all these, they will be dancing, they will be singing for you. Enjoy the world. What the boy said? Tabaiva vaha, taba, nritya gite. All those things of enjoyment, let it be yours. I don't want that. Why? Someday or other it's going to be destroyed. I want the permanent knowledge, the knowledge of Atman. So here Sri Ramakrishna is telling that knowledge of Atman you can reach, but the ordinary people cannot do like that. Then what they will do? Again is coming the next step. The path of knowledge leads to truth, as that the path that combines knowledge and love. There is another path is also there, way is also there, through which you can reach God. Not only knowledge, is the combined love and knowledge. Why love? Because it is present within us. In each and every small little bird, it's flying here and there, whole day, collecting little food and bringing it back to their children. The small little, the birds are there, then they will be feeding. Where from all these things have come? Because it is natural, that love is so natural. In every being, love is present. If we utilize that love, knowledge is very difficult. We have to practice, acquire. But the love is already present. Why not combine these two? Then he is telling the knowledge and love, the path of love too, T-O-O. The path of love too leads to this goal. Where knowledge is leading, the love will also take. This is the beauty of the Sanatana Dharma. They always consider the condition of the people. If you go and give a lecture in the kiddies' school, what will happen? They won't understand anything. But if you do something which they will understand, and that way slowly take them up, that is the best teaching. In the Sanatana Dharma, we also find like this: the yogi, the dhyani, the jnani, and the bhakta. The meditation, path of meditation, the path of knowledge, path of devotion, and path of karma. Unselfish work. So, you cannot think of it. There's some ladies, they are coming and helping me to transfer my office over here. How hard they are working without expecting anything. Rather, they are bringing so many other gifts. And they are coming, cleaning, so many books, varieties of books, whole day long. When they are at mother's age, they are working. I am taking rest myself. But I felt that at least 1 hour I should sleep. But they are working. The next afternoon when I came back, they are as energetic as before. So that way they are going on serving. How? Why? Because of love. Love for what? Love for God. How they are reaching God? Not by meditation, not by prayer, but through work. So many people are working, everybody is working, but working with an interest. So I will get the money, I will get the salary, I will get all so many things are there. When you are working for love, the same work become a path to God realization. Here Sri Ramakrishna is telling knowledge and love. Love also leads to that. Then he is telling the Vijnani, the new word he is adding with the spiritual conversation, religious conversation. Vijnani, the scientist. That word is usually used in the mundane knowledge, but he is using it here. The Vijnani, the scientist of the spiritual world, sees that what is Brahman is the Bhagavan. What is Brahman? We were just discussing what is Brahman, so vast, all pervading. That comes and becomes Bhagavan. This is a wonderful word that has been coined and given to the ordinary people like us. We go with so many things, gift to God, and then sit at the feet of the God, and we pray to God, and we feel soulless. We get back our energy. God, please give me this, please do this, please do not do this. We are talking with the God, conversing with the God, seeing God, praying to God, crying to God. And then we will be all early morning, they will get up, bathe with a fresh clothing, they will be cooking for God, and then making so many things for God. And what is that God? They don't know, but they have a faith there is something which will surely accept my food. So this is the beauty. Sometimes some people, they'll be giving something to God and then will keep knowledge, keeping the track where that is going wrong. Oh, I gave that, where it is gone, it has not come over here, I have not got the prasad, who got it, like this if they go on, that is not the puja. The moment you offer to God, it is over. I have given to God, God has accepted, that's all. So that is the way if we do, then Sri Ramakrishna is telling, he who is beyond the three gunas is the Bhagavan. How can you understand Bhagavan? Who is Bhagavan? Beyond three gunas, Sattva, Raja and Tama. Never bound by all these things, Sattva, Raja and Tama. There is no hatred in the mind, because he is beyond that all guna. The moment we start discriminating, then we are not beyond that. So that is the reason Sattva means good qualities, Raja active qualities, Tama is not bad qualities, but they are beyond these three gunas. They are not bound by that. So Bhagavan means he who is beyond the three gunas with his six supernatural power. Six supernatural power. Now the God he has created, everyone is telling, all religions they believe God has created this universe, God has created the human, God has created this, God has created that. In the name of God, I promise, if God wills, then it will be done. One lady rang me and she was telling, I like to come and meet you. I told, okay. Now I will try to come, inshallah. She is a Muslim. Inshallah, if God wills. I also sometimes writes in the letter, inshallah. It's a beautiful word. If God wills, then only we can do it. That way we have a total faith on God, and if God wills, then only it can be done, otherwise not. And very small thing, whatever happens, if you are having the faith, belief, there is no anxiety in our mind. I will try my best, but after that, suppose it is not done, it is the will of God. God never wanted it, so I could not do it. God wanted it, I could do it. There is no problem for me. So that way one can be free from all anxiety. Look at the whole world, people are so anxious under the anxiety. Why? Because they don't believe in the supernatural power. But if they go and believe in the God, one person who was there, he was very God-loving person, Bhakta, and he was a king. And one day morning, at the right time, he was sitting over there and worshipping, and the halfway, suddenly some people came and reported, King, and the enemy, they have understood, they have also keeping an eye and keeping track what you are doing. They know now that you will be worshipping and you won't get up. So now they have invaded our country with a huge force. They are coming, plundering, destroying. What you will do? He told him, go away. I don't know. Then he looked at the God and said, what do you want me to do now? Shall I get up and go for fight? Or shall I complete my puja? Then he felt within his mind, complete your puja. Okay. What will happen? They will come, they will take me to some other place, or keep me in the prison, or kill me. Something will happen like that. Whatever. Let it be. But I am not going to stop my puja. He sat over there and started doing his puja. When he completed, all his people were shouting Jai Jaikar. What happened? They are all, glory to our king, glory to our king, glory to your king. But I was sitting over here. I didn't go anywhere. Now who said? You came down You led us, our army, you fought so ferociously, and we have driven them out. You did it, O king, you have forgotten it. Then king started crying. He came back to God and he said, for me, you have done so much. So that is, if we have the total faith on God, it happens. Half, it won't do. I am doing worship, at the same time we are also, what will happen, that won't do. Total surrender is very difficult again, very difficult. Now here Sri Ramakrishna is telling that God is having 6 supernatural powers. Then he is telling living beings, the universe, the mind, the intelligence, love, renunciation, knowledge, all these are the manifestation of his power. We must understand it. Some people, they are so proud of their knowledge, so proud that they are intelligent, so proud that they have make so much of money, wealth. But if they forget, only because of the God, last birth, they did good things and they prayed for that, they wanted that, so they have got this. That's all. So if we don't remember this, what happened? Again we have to go down. Like that fairy wheel, and it goes up, we are so happy, we are on the top of everyone. Now after some time again we are at the bottom of everyone, at the end of it. It goes on like this, the life is like that. So here he is telling, and look at it, he didn't say everything God has done, everything God has done. But particularly here in this line, Sri Ramakrishna is mentioning living beings. Living beings means the prana, the soul, it has been created by God. And then this universe, everything that you see, the universe, the mind, they're so intelligent. Mind conceives everything. Then the intelligence, then the love, then renunciation and knowledge. We are sannyasin, we have renounced. Can you renounce? Is it so easy? No one can renounce. Oh, we are in bondage. Are you really? No. So this way, everything depends on God. And when the Rockefeller came to Swami Vivekananda the first time, Vivekananda said, you have made lot of money, wealth. Why don't you distribute some of your wealth among those who are suffering? Why should I? He argued. I have used my intellect, my power, my energy, and I have got this money. Why should I go and give it to them? Let them earn. I don't know, it is not written, but perhaps Swami Vivekananda forwarded this argument. Suppose tomorrow morning you get up and find that you had a stroke and you cannot do anything, you can't talk, you can't think. Then as a jellyfish existence in your life, what will happen? You are now boasting that you are intelligent, you are so capable. Any moment anything can happen. Next day he came back, next day means after some time, and he showed the huge amount he has donated. And you can thank me, he said to Swamiji. Swamiji said quietly, you should thank me, I have saved you from the hell. So that way, if we see whatever quality that we are having, it is because of him. So we must be humble constantly and constantly pray to God. Whatever I am having is just because of you. Oh God, please keep my mind at your holy feet so that I can have the faith in you. Here, the 6 qualities of Bhagavan, Sri Ramakrishna is telling. I'll see. See, the very wonderfully they have explained Kapila Muni. The many of the people, some of our devotees, they will be going over there after some time. That is in the almost at the end of the Bengal. There's the Muni that had a temple. It's still there. This Kapila Muni, he was telling to his mother. He was a young boy. His mother Devahuti, she came and she told, son, everybody is telling that you have realized God and they are receiving advices from you. Can you please tell me something about God? Then Kapila told, there's a wonderful conversation, and when one place he is telling, na yujyamana bhaktya bhagavatya khilatmani sadrishosti shiva pantha yoganam brahma siddhaye. In a Bhagavat, it is mentioned to realize the all-pervading Brahman. To realize the all-pervading Brahman, the most effective and the best path is bhakti. Kapil is a man of knowledge. There is a path followed by only knowledge and yoga and all that. But when he is talking to his mother, he knew the mother won't be able to understand this. So he said, see, the most effective and the best path is the bhakti. Here, the God has created everything. Sri Ramakrishna just he said. And we find in the Jnana Marg how they do like this. They say everything that has been created by God, the root is on the top. Urdhamulam adashakam. Very peculiar tree. The root is on the top, and from there only everything has come. What we see, the sthula, the gross world, everything we can see, we can touch, we can smell, we can understand. This is all gross. But at the back of it, there is a shukshma, the subtle thing is there. There is a subtlety we can understand, but we cannot see, we cannot perceive. And beyond that is a cause. We are burning the coal, and where from the coal was created, where from the coal came, majority of the people who are using the coal, they don't know, but the scientists they know. They will be telling long back, maybe millions of years ago, here was a huge forest, and then it went down, and then it was covered by earth, and for so many thousands of years, now it has become the coal like this and these. Everything has been changed according to the. Now we do not know. So Karan is there, the cause is there. Because of the cause, then comes the subtle effect, and because of the subtle effect, the gross effect, it comes. But beyond that, there is a Mahakarana. Mahakaran, Karan, Shukshma, Sthula, the 4 steps. Why suddenly there was an earthquake? Only accident? Of all the places in the world, why this place should have an earthquake? Why this whole vast land, forest land will go under the earth? Why then it will become a coal? Why this? So Mahakarana is there, we do not know. That is called God's will. Ordinary people, they will be telling it's God's will. Why this? I don't know, God's will. So that way we save ourselves, the God's will. Mahakarana, something is there. Why I was born in India? Why you were born in there? Why? Mahakarana is there. We do not know, we do not understand. Then there were karana, my karma phala. Then there is a shukshma, subtle thing. Because of my past life, I did something. So I came in contact with the ideology of Sri Ramakrishna Vivekananda. I felt good. I understood it. I liked it. Then afterwards, I never knew how to become a monk. Then suddenly one person I met, he said, yes, you can become monk, but these are the things. Then, so if we go through this, then there is a Mahakarana, God, then the Karana, the effect, because something happened in my past lives, then the Shukshma Karana, my desire, then the Sthula Karana, I am standing here. So we see only the Sthula Karana, but beyond that, Sri Ramakrishna, in his very in a simple way, he said, one person or some people, they were sitting in one place and they were drinking. There was a bar. Then one person, the neighbor, he came. He told, can you please give me the one sip? Then okay. He just took one shot, as they call it, and immediately became so much intoxicated, fell down on the floor. Then all people are wondering, what is it? With only one shot, but he is a known drunkard. It's not that it's the first time he is drinking. How come just one shot he took and fell down? Then others told, you don't know. Yesterday whole night he was drinking. This is the last one. Whole night he has drunk. So that means only we see the effect and we judge on that. No, beyond there are so many other things are there. There are so many stories Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is telling. The Mahakarana, that is Brahman, Karana, the cause, the Shikshma, the subtle, then the Sthula, the gross. Similarly, in the Vedantic terminology, Turiya is a super consciousness. Then Shushupti, the dreamless sleep. There was no dream and nothing, no awakening. I was sleeping, but I can feel that I was sleeping, sound sleep, without disturbance, even by the dream. Who is that who was remembering it? Consciousness. That's called Shushupti, Sushupti. And that is a consciousness, dreamless sleep, and the condition of the mind is prajna, the knower, only knowing. Then comes Taijasa. Taijasa means dream. In that condition, we are dreaming. And in the dream, we do everything as we do in the physical body. That way, we are feeling good, we are feeling bad. Sometimes we are agitated, sometimes we are afraid. So many things happen. That's called Taijasa. But consciousness is there. Then Vishwa, the universe, the gross. Look at it, how they have explained. And then look at the individual person, the body, an individual soul. First is Annamaya, this body. But beyond this body, there is a subtle mind, Manomaya. More subtle, Pranamaya, vital force. Without the prana, we cannot survive. Then knowledge, Vijnanamaya. We cannot understand that much about that. And then finally, Anandamaya, the feeling of joy. We feel joy. So how subtle we go, and that is, we have to understand, the more subtle we can become, we can understand all this. All the gross body, all that we see is nothing. We have to go further, far beyond and far beyond. So that way only we can. Then afterwards, the next day, we will discuss about, first is Brahman, then comes Bhagavan, then comes Avatara. The Brahman who becomes Bhagavan so that we can understand him. Then again the Bhagavan also far away. So we want someone who is so close to us. That's called avatar. The one American boy, he has written to me, I live in such and such place. I am now reading Vedanta. I want to go to a person for discussion. So there is no center over here nearby. See, if there was one, it could be very good. So sometimes some people, they want some personal guidance. Avatara as a personal guidance. They come, they born, they live, they grow, and all together just like us. And then suddenly we find, my God, he is so big, so vast, so knowledgeable, and so kind, so powerful. We look him just an ordinary person, but now he is not. So about that avatar, we will discuss in the next. In Bengali, Sri Ramakrishna is telling, avatar na hole prayojan mete na. Unless there is avatar, we don't get a satisfaction. So that is the reason. And the 6 qualities, supernatural qualities, which we will explain afterwards, of the God that must be there if we have to tell him as a Bhagavan: Jnana, Aishwarya, Shakti, Bala, Virya, Teja. These are the 6 supernatural qualities he must have. We will discuss it in the next. But only one sloka of Kabira. This is a wonderful sloka. He said, Pothi pad pad jag mua, Pandit bhai na koe, Dhai akshar premika, Pade so pandit hoye. So this is a wonderful way of expression. So Kabir Das was a very ordinary person. He was a weaver. He was a Muslim and low caste. People never touched in those days. The people never touched him. And he wanted a guru. And the guru said, I cannot give you initiation. Then the Muslim will be angry on me. And there will be all those things. They will come and blame me. Why you are converting Muslim into Hindu? I cannot give you initiation. He was going on pursuing. Then one day he heard, then that guru is explaining, what is mantra? If you get the name of God and then you concentrate your whole mind on that particular word of God or the name, that is mantra. And by that you can raise yourself. The Kabira, then he researched on the Guru. Oh, early morning he goes to Ganga, and most of the time it is dark, you cannot see properly. So he went and he lied down on one of the stair of the Ganga. And in the Kashi there are big staircases. He was lying, and the Guru went inadvertently, not knowing that person is lying over there. He kept his leg on him, touched him. And the moment he touched, he immediately said, Rama, Rama. Kabir got up and said, Sir, I have got your blessings, your touch, and also from your mouth the name of God. Please bless me. I like to do tapasya. He was so happy seeing the eagerness, sincerity. That Kabira became a great saint. In the medieval India, he became a great saint. He is telling, people are reading books, books and books. In the library now I am sitting and I am seeing all these books. Oh, if I could read. So many different type of, but you open and you see the same thing. And people are writing from here, there, and then putting and bas, ho gaya. Like that only. So that way, Pothi Padkar Jagmua Panditna, Pandit Bhaina Koi, but they don't become real, the knowledgeable person. Pandit nahi hote hain. Dhai Akshar Prem ka, only 2.5. Prema, pra, ma, ekar. So 2.5. That two, the letters, only 2.5 letters, pra, ma, and 1 acre, prema, love. Padhe so pandit hoy. Thank you. So next day we will again read about it. Next we will offer pranam to Thakur. Niranjanam nityam anantarupam bhaktanukampa dhrita vigraham vai Ishavataram Parameshamidyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. The coming Saturday, I will go to the Lemont Hindu Temple, 11:30 morning, and as I am every month, first Saturday I go over there, the India Eternal, that on that topic I am discussing. After some time, this will be, because of the Chicago calling, everything was stopped. Now once again we will do that. So if you like, you can come 11:30 in the Hindu temple Saturday. Next on 8th, it will on 7th December, it will be 8th morning as usual, 11 to 12, there will be the discourse on Panchama, Patanjali Yoga Darshan, and then we will try to show you some of the pictures that was taken by so many people in the program from 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, all the 5 days pictures will be there, nearly 240-50 pictures, and then a little portion, it will be 20 minutes picture, and again 10 minutes there will be a movie of the speakers. Of course, the movie I have not yet received, I am expecting tomorrow it will come. So that program, and then afterwards half an hour I will be requesting the volunteers, it's a thank you lunch for those who volunteered, helped, all these people. So next to what we should do from the Vedanta Society, with the help of all of you, how we can take up the idea of Vivekananda and can reach to the society, that discussion half an hour. Then we will go down to Shivananda Hall and we will have the lunch. It is the 7th and 8th program coming. Thank you.